Last night I saw the sailor. He'd been beaten and abandoned there to die. And around his brow, you know he wore so proud a tattered and bloody rainbow flag. He hailed me, cried a horn in the shadow. Are you looking for a little truth and an honest game? I said that truck stop down the road will probably still be closed, so it all looks to me just about the same. He gazed up at me with his good eye, and he thanked me like a man for my grief. Then he tossed me his gun, said, looks like your turn has come, and it's my time to get me a little sweet sleep and relief. Oh, that vagabond schooner with a mast in the moon, she rode easy at her anchor in the first night past the storm. The young women, they were weeping, you could hear the old men wail. And the red man in the lifeboat, he said, cut the cords and deal. So I left him alone where he'd fallen, thinking, oh, what a wonder I had seen. Then he blew a fond farewell on his old ceremonial shell, and he yelled out, you know, voodoo is not everything it may seem. Your friend, the crippled king, has been beaten, and they're stoning all the ladies from the hall. The embassies, they are burning, and the generals in their blindfolds stand wailing and waiting at the wall. Well, the roses that your servant girl had stolen from your magic bouquet will bloom in the other world she's making, when your own weird world has dropped away. I'm gonna splash my face in wine, I'm gonna dance this dance till the dance is mine. Well, the priests have been summoned to the plaza, with the nuns all bare-breasted in their veils. And there, as they take their holy pleasure, well, you shake your wanton fist to no avail. In the bold, bright Babylonian morning, down a wicked side street, in a cheap hotel. Oh, the time of your nameless time is dawning. Time of exile, and the wind is in foreign bells. Gonna splash my face in wine, gonna dance this dance till the dance is mine. Now you wander through the junk fields of Chicago, in the twilight, in the winter, in the rain. And 7 from the shadows fall upon you, demanding your credentials for the sea. You explain that your mother was a rambling rover, oh, but they leave you laying lonely in the rain, remembering happy times in old Havana, San Juan Hill, the Alamo, the Maine. I'm gonna splash my face in wine. I'm gonna dance this dance till the dance is mine. Gonna dance this dance till the dance is mine. To Damascus, you know I saw a sorry sight. A stranger on the sidewalk where he offered me a line. I said, hey, you look familiar. He said, son, don't put me down. Just take me to the Greyhound and call me out of town. Shall I tell you another story just like the one before? Even though I have nothing left to prove to you, or shall I grasp in my hand the revolver and the bomb as I once used to do? Yeah, sailing to Damascus, you know the ship was in distress. Oh, the lighthouse had been busted, and the captain, he's playing chess. And the mutiny, oh, so angry, he wants to know who's in control. But the captain answers drowning's probably good for your soul. Yeah, sailing to Damascus with our old trusty fears. The navigator says doomsday must be somewhere right round here. Oh, the mutiny, he's so angry, he says, lay down now, who's in command? But the captain says drowning's the only way back to land. Yeah, when that day upright boat. Said, did you see any changes on the way down the road? Hey, we told him no, none to notice, and his eyes grew cold and flat. Said, don't come to town again, boys, the way the story's bad as that. Hey, shall I tell you another story? Hey, just like the one before. Even though I have nothing left to prove to you, or shall I grasp in my hand the revolver and the bomb as I once used to do. Now how could I ever tell you which way you wanted to go, when you won't even try to tell me what you think you wanted me to know? Now I know you believe you don't worry, and I believe that you know that you should. Now so why don't you just try drinking a lot, or run off to the river and the woods? Oh, the hour that the news was brought by the white-suited messenger lad, how he stood so close to your bedside, said it looks like it's gonna be bad. Play volleyball just like a man. Play volleyball just like a man. Oh, and oh, how he loved you. Oh, and oh, do you remember how he lied? Oh, and how you stood so confused there, trying to think up some pride. Then along came another bad August, with the low, mean factory sun, when it's too soon to try to go home, yeah, and it's too late to keep going on. Oh, the crescent moon, it was rising, and the high moon, how it shines, and you stood there with a bag full of buckeyes, yeah, trying to think up your mind. Volleyball like a man, volleyball like a man. Then you gazed at last on your critics, oh, with such sad, confident eyes, and the happy smiles you were shedding told the liars they had not truly lied. Oh, the head, yes, we saw how it exploded, and yes, how the face it did fall, saying if you ever come back to my hometown, you might pay me a courtesy call. So they said, now, ain't you sorry? And you answered them, but for what? And they said what they really intended to say was, now you're almost all they got. Playing volleyball just like a man. Volleyball just like a man. Playing volleyball just like a man, yeah. Playing volleyball just like a man. Just like a man. Just like a man. Playing volleyball. Last heard on traveling the river, he knew how to scuffle, but he knew when to run. All the refugees wept when he told them, before you gave up. You should have tried out your guns. So tall in the bow of the black freighter, with the moon over his shoulder, he spoke with a grin, saying, folks, if this trip's ever gonna get very much older, you'll all have to see that a crime is no sin. All run down the alleyway, keep out of sight. Don't tell your mama what you did tonight. Hang tight with your people and take it on down, but don't act like no tiger if you don't know the town. Yeah, pity the tiger that don't know the town. They called him the working class stranger. He turned to the people just to have him a little fun, saying, what will you do, my good buddies, when the bosses get through telling you that you won? The fugitives all rallied round him, and the one-legged cowboy ran aloft the black flag, and softly they hummed an ideological ballad, a little street tune called Hail, oh last morning of mine. Oh, the Romans in armor on the bridge they have massed, the highway is closed and the north overpass, the crosshairs are zeroed and the bomb it is fused, and the stranger is waiting to see how you choose. Your lover is waiting to see how you choose. Oh, the full moon rose up through the smokestacks, and the lights on the river seemed to flash him some sign. Hey, the wild police sirens were wailing, but the people all knew 'twas that working class guy. Now a west wind blows over the city, and an east wind blows over the jungle lagoon, and the people are shaking like dreamers in pain, and the first to be wakened complain it's too soon. Dressed up like a convict with thorns on his head, the stranger he whispered, your lover, he said, 'twas not the policeman that loaded the dice, 'twas fear of the stranger that closed paradise, 'twas fear of your lover that closed paradise. I am this situation, the moving finger cried, with Hatchet Man, the jester, swaying gently at his side. Oh, Mr. Moving Finger, he stoppeth one of three, singing, where's the action at? Mother, in old-time harmony, sang the lowly beggar girl, with a bright and bitter grin. Oh, you ripped off so much ice, but you could not rip no gin. The Hatchet Man was slow to move, he just gazed around the plains, He said, maybe it's like you think, but I see you're still in chains. There ain't no chains, no. Said moving finger taking out his tool. It's just a bracelet from Montana, where the cowboys are so cruel. Sang the lowly beggar girl, who seemed to stand there so all alone. Oh, you ripped off so much weed, but you could not rip no stone. 3 times that story ended, 3 times the people screamed, 3 times again the finger put the hatchet in high dream. 3 times a king blew by, and she put out her fist and she prayed. 3 times the moving finger crooned, I really love parades. 3 times the beggar girl, with her sweet sardonic eyes, said, you're standing trial, my friend, because you ripped off all those alibis. 3 times the beggar girl, with her sweet sardonic eyes, said, you're standing trial, my friend, because you ripped off all those alibis. Sang the lowly beggar girl, with her sweet sardonic eyes, you're standing trial, my friend, because you ripped off all the alibis. In a quiet rush of silver light and fading bronze of the morning Oklahoma sky, it come on me that once again I'd made a faulty reading of the road, the map, the compass, and the law. So clutching at some final straw, I turned to my sweet companion of the night and said, now it ain't like I want to grieve you, baby, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go and lightly traveling leave you here behind. She halts before the window, and out beyond her silhouette the yellow plains roll far away on power lines. I bite my tongue and I bide my time. I wonder if her smile will break or hold. Turns around, her little body cold and pale and looking tired. Oh, crime, she said, to slight the one who gave your body comfort, action, solace, and a place when you were down. She said she'd seen enough of one-night stands. She played enough in sawdust circus shows to recognize an old familiar joke. She knew enough to not go laughing at her own torn down disguise. With a roof of tin, if not of gold, the palace that you may win has been all and ancient wisdom will be laid again upon the poor, the weak, the mad, the changing, and the shy. In a quiet rush of silver light, fading bronze of the morning, Oklahoma sky. It come on me there once again, a native faulty reading of the road, the map, the nighttime, and the cold of a woman's soul. I said a woman's soul.
Well, the lady with the red glass eye said to meet in groups of 12. Follow my instructions, keep the passwords to yourselves. Down the castle wall we flew, her finger in my mouth. I must liberate my true love, she said. He's headed north, but he's traveling south. But I told you back in the graveyard, lady, that your mind was very strange. And when you fed me on your own true love, you know I really, really had to make a change. I caught you toiling, and I saw you spin. You turned on, baby, but you act like you ain't plugged in. Yeah, you stand up there on the table with that big bad knife in your hand. You tell me that you are what you eat, oh, but me, I eat what I am. Oh, where is your humanity? My sad-eyed love, she begs. And I stand there feeling kinda silly on my broken wooden legs. Yeah, she sent me that veiled invitation to a statutory rape. I sat there popping skate raps, cause I was scared to go meet my fate. I caught you toiling, I saw you spin. You turned on, little Lily, you act like you ain't plugged in. We went down to the lighthouse, Missy Mary, she got stoned. Her kid sailed by with a light in his eye, saying, Mama, how come you ain't home? What cargo do you carry, kid? For what harbor are you bound? I carried frail illusions to the land of the killer clown. Yes, in your mouth I see a flower, and in your hand I see a bone. Now which side of that one-way mirror do you think you're standing on? I caught you toiling, I saw you spin. Well, you turned on, Lily, but you act like you ain't plugged in. Now the foghorn, it was a moaning, and the wind began to rise. Sally said from between her teeth, did you call that paradise? So now you know the truth, I said, screwing out her red glass eye. And you must never play like you're sorry when it's the wind that really made you cry. Oh, she stood so tall and handsome when she drifted out to sea. And catching that big one to China land, she cries, at last I'm free. I caught you toiling, I saw you spin. Well, you turned on, Lily, but you act like you ain't plugged in.
All the magic of the temple has been broken very long, and no one but the exiles can remember what went wrong. But at twilight He asked me for a ride to the nearest neutral zone, just looking for some way to get back home. Oh, where have all the warriors gone? Oh, where the shining sails? Listen, can you hear again those old-time sirens wail? Oh, the lady drifts upon the sunlit sea behind her shore, and the guns of all her pleasure boats are trained upon us all. A beautiful dream, a lady shining bright. Could you look into the dead man's eyes and talk about last night? Oh, the flesh pots of old Athens, oh, the brothels of old Delphi, the ghost among the neon lights is trying not to cry. But you'll come awake some morning with a vision in your head. In the wild Aegean sunshine, he'll be standing by your bed with an arrow in his hand off the ancient olive tree, while the scarlet sails come rising in the wild Aegean Sea. Light the pipe once again, me lads, light that old pipe and pass it over to your brother in the corner. But beware the man who stones himself and cries to the world that he's free. You know, I met the old magician. I saw him crack his magic wand. He said, there's nothing left around here to be revealed. And the old conspirator, his cloak and dagger spun. He said, there's nothing left around here to be concealed. Must the blind man in the tower give you thanks for all those golden hours he had to sit there listening to your lies? And must the blind man remember all those nickels and dimes that you laid on him and forget that your fingers are decorated with his eyes? You know, I took the night train to Nashville. I met a lady in the bow. She laid her story on me, and I said, so just what's supposed to happen now? She said she didn't want my pity, and she thought she could bear the pain. I said, you might as well just go to the city, just as long as you're already on the train. Well, you might think that going down to Nashville is gonna bring it all back home. You better look twice at that clock on the wall of your favorite shrine. Yeah, poster pictures of Chairman Mao may decorate your love nest now. You better not believe that gives you much more time. cards out, Charlie. No need to wait for the missing man. He's down at the old cemetery with a shotgun and a Bible in his hands. And I ain't gonna show you no pity, and I ain't gonna take no pains. Just deal them cards out, Charlie. Your sons come back to the game. Or read your hand and make your bet. And remember the morning that we almost met. Let's make believe someday maybe we'll find a time. And if you meet some lady on the train, she's trying to organize a little friendly game. Just mention my name at the border, they may let you by. Oh yeah, light the pipe one more time. Me lads, light that old pipe again and pass it over to the ghost in the corner. But beware the man who stones himself and cries to the world that he is free.